So this is everything. And this is everything. It's very literally and normal and simple. It's what is happening. And that can be wall, there can be table, there can be feelings, a face. This is a describing of what is going on. And it's really simple without any concept or belief, anything. It's just what is happening. That's the simplicity. There's nothing else. There's nothing happening. And it can be seeming like there's a whole world and all that. The dream of me is thinking there's so much going on and believing and having ideas and seeing information on news and newspapers. It's a dream. And the brain is making it into a whole world where everything is happening and in time and space. There's no one. There's already no one. So this is empty. Everything is empty. There's no one inside. There's only what is apparently happening. Even nothing is real. When there's me and I'm in my body and I'm living my life, it seems suddenly that everything is real, solid and all that. So then suddenly it seems very important to live your life because everything is happening to you and you feel like there's something lost. Maybe there's right and wrong and all that. There's something missing. And it seems like I have to make it right. And then me is there, that whole construct about I will make it right and have a free will and choice. It's a huge embodied belief that there's a free will and choice. There's me. There is no me. It's complete illusion, a dream of there's something going on. There's time involved in space. So there's evolution and there's development. There's this. That's everything. So it's simple. It's not going anywhere. It is. It's very ordinary, simple, a hand, table, feelings. That is what's happening. It's not saying that to yourself because that's already someone saying there's only what's happening. That's a new construct. It's what it is. It's very simple. It's ordinary. It, this is nothing to reach. There's no one, so there's also nothing to reach. There's no one, so there's also no time, no distance or space, I could say that. It's this already. This is complete. Complete as it is. It's not about perfect or whatever we think like it's special or something. It's in a way you could say it's perfect or complete as it is. Exactly how it is. It doesn't mean it's nice and round. It can be holes in it, and that's the perfection. It's exactly how it is. That's it. There's nowhere to go. It's exactly that. And when there's me, there's always looking for something else because this seems to be not right yet, or not perfect, or I'm not feeling good about it, and not a feeling of happiness or all that. Life is everything. Life is everything. So there's nothing special about feeling happy. It can be happy. It can be sadness. It can be the table. It's not about you. It's not about me or us. There's no one. So this is not a message to people. There is no individual people. So there's also in that way you could say there's no message because it's a saying describing how it is. And you could say it's talking about another possibility. There's no story, there's nothing going on, there's no one. So there's also nothing right or wrong or should or shouldn't. There are no rules. This is chaos. It's going like this and that and all that. And then, but that's the perfection, that's the completeness. It doesn't go anywhere. It is in that way, in that form, seemingly, apparently, form, apparently. Nothing is real, so it's going nowhere. There's nothing happening. It's already what it is. So there's nothing missing. There can be a feeling of or an idea, there's separation. But really, it's on top of what's going on. There can be a feeling, and then that idea of it's separate. It feels apart. That can be the belief of the filling in of that feeling. There is that feeling apart. There can be a sensation somewhere like that. And that feeling is what's happening. But it's so quick when there's something not feeling nice or relaxed or in that way. It's so quickly jumping on it and making it oh, there's still separation, there's still me going on. There is already no me. There can be a feeling like, ugh, then that happens. That will be there. It's everything. When it's everything. And it's not a thing, of course, what I say, everything. It's everything. It's the way of talking. It's hand. But it's not a thing. It's just hand, apparently hand. And that's what's going on. And that's already that or this or anything. This isn't about understanding even. It doesn't it doesn't matter if there's understanding. There can be an explaining in the story of some things, but it really doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be. There's no need for anything. There's no need for understanding. There's also there can be explaining, but it's of no interest. It's nothing important. It's not about truth or right. This is not somebody who's right about what she's saying or it's the truth or there's no truth. There's no right. There's these words talking and maybe this energy is going and that's it. And it's already that which is happening, some feeling maybe or something else. It's that already. So this is also this meeting. Is of no use for anyone. There's already no one. But also, it doesn't go anywhere. Nothing goes anywhere. It is. And that's already complete as it is. So there's nowhere to go. There's nothing wrong or right with what's happening or how this feeling is going or anything about the face or how you're looking or anything. It's that already. It's that this face is the way it's going. It's that glass. And there's no center. So it's not about, oh, Rose has no me anymore. There is no me at all. There never has been me. It's a construct. Trying to feel safe when there seems to be separation and being able to abstract and there seems to be, oh, there's two and I'm here and there's something missing and there's a huge feeling of trying to make it right. Then that is just so embodied and can be there. There's no one. That's huge. Everything's in the world, in the story, it seems about someone's going somewhere and has a life and a story of about what's going on. Me is the story about there's something right, there's something wrong, and I'm gonna do something about it. Or what can I do? When there's no me or no you, there's also no free will. There's no will. Life doesn't see you, so it's not like listening what you want. There can be thoughts. There can be busy with thoughts and what do I want and all that. There can be those thoughts. But that's it. They're thoughts. They're not important. Nothing is more important than anything else. Thoughts like, this is what I want, the table. This is in that way, it's crazy because in the world of me and the dream, it's always talking about what I want, what's important and all that. And then suddenly there's hearing like these words. There's no one. There's not even right and wrong. It's what it is. It doesn't mean it's nice. It can be anything. It's just pain or a broken table or the house is tumbling down or coming down or anything. It's that. And it's not like I am describing in normal life what's going on. That there's nothing going on. Everything is lost. So although that comment, that awareness of looking at yourself and looking at the world and describing what's going on or busy with that, that whole being busy is lost. So there's only that, what is happening. It's very simple and ordinary. And it's very obvious that that whole idea about how to live my life, what can I do about this, thinking about it and being busy with that, is completely meaningless. It doesn't have any power. There's no change in that way when there's that going on or it isn't. That what is happening is just what is happening, and maybe there are also thoughts going on. It's not. There's nothing of importance. That can be the relief also. There's no, in that way, there are no problems, because in that whole thinking and being busy with my life can be so much problems because it doesn't go the way you would like it to go and all that. Life doesn't see you. Life doesn't see me. It's not about you and me or us or whatever. It is. It's energetic. It's going, or it's not even going. It is. There's no relation with anything. It's not me and you, so there's also no distance, and there's someone and here's someone. There's no distance and space. There's also no time. So when there's no time, there's also no before and after. That's huge. No consequences. Not because of this I'm feeling that. It's that feeling can happen, but it's not even for you. It's a feeling can happen somewhere. It's not even in the body. The body is also not real. Everything is an appearance. Even the body is an appearance. That can be the whole world, can be an appearance of can understanding, but the body, that does mean you don't exist. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. There's no one existing. It's an appearance of all kind of streets and bodies and feelings. That's it. It's very simple, very ordinary, no story. Only in the dream of me there can be a story. There's nothing wrong with a story or right, some thoughts maybe. But they don't have any meaning. Nothing has any meaning. So we can talk about anything. There can be issues in the story, then maybe you want to say something about that or anything. Maybe there's nothing to say, or maybe there's a lot to say, and maybe a lot of questions. It can be everything. So if you want to, you can unmute yourself. You can just start talking, and you can also use the chat. So we'll see what will happen. You know what I forgot to say. There's also when you want to. There's the possibility if you want. You don't need to, but if you want to call me just for a moment, then you can do during my day. I'm living in Holland, in Amsterdam. Or you can also email me, and maybe we speak some longer on the. We call that 1-to-1. Well, and then we make a time. We plan a time to do that. So okay. Somebody saying, asking, I thought just in the air, so to speak. Yeah, yeah, you could say in the air or space or, yeah. I do like this, but I don't know, somewhere in space. Yeah, yeah. It's energy, thoughting. Yeah. Not in the body. We experience everything because it seems like the skin is the border. So when there's thoughts, it seems like it's in the head. We assume it's in the head because that it has to be inside. There is no inside. There is no outside. It's this. There's no time. There's also no inside and outside. It's that phase. It's everything. Nothing is happening. It's an appearance of all energies, and that's it. No one inside or no individuals in that way. There can be a lot of information about inside, all that, but that's information or knowledge. It's not wrong, but it's knowledge. Because when there's me and living in the story, everything seems so real. So there's an investigation about what's going on. So I live my life, and I want to know what's the best way to feel happy about my life. And so information and knowledge seems to be very important in that. It's believed. And then hearing this, it can be knowledge or information. It's meaningless. Ooh. So there seems to be a life in time, like before there was something happening yesterday, and there's something going on. Maybe there's happening something in 2 weeks, and then it seems like there's a continuation and a development, and there's only this. That's everything. This. There's no escape. It's that full on, where they're thinking about the past and what should happen and all that. It's that feeling. Is it that feeling? Or something else? The table. It's not always a feeling. It is that full on, that's complete, as it is, that. And not, oh, because of that, no, this. Ooh.
Hi, Rose.
Hi,
Uh,
hi.
just come a thought up. Perhaps you could share something about there's no center. There's nothing in a body who have a center. There's no position in the body, and there's nowhere a position to be found, a fixed position. Um, from the perspective of personal experiences, there's something in here, and there seems to be something out there. But the whole appearance have absolutely no position at all,
Yeah,
and there's not really a question about it. But when there's no position, then also meaning of anything falls away.
yeah. It's going nowhere. Then
Yeah,
it's going nowhere.
yeah.
That's oh, yeah,
This is just when there's something, it could move in time and space toward something else. But when there's no position, when there's no center in anything, then there's no movement at all.
yeah. Well, that's it. Yeah, it's complete loss of that belief that everything is real and there should be a center in it and should be center here and I can go to that and all that and because of this and now the whole story. And when that it's so believed in that way, or it's so assuming that that's the way it is because everything is real, so it should be like that. And then suddenly, oh, there's no center. There's not here and there. There can be an experience of that. I can hear that. Then when everything is real, then it's also because it's such an embodied feeling that there's someone here and there's something happening over there, and we talk in distance in time. So that experience is also in that way. But the only thing that's happening is that feeling somewhere. You believe it's the center, but it's a sensation somewhere. You don't even know where. And that's everything. So it
So
doesn't mean anything. Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
the dream center, there's nothing in there. It's just empty.
yeah,
And as soon as this green center or this position falls away, everything falls away. There's completely positionless in everything,
yeah,
or in the appearance of it. There's nothing there, but in the appearance of something, there's nothing in there.
yeah,
Automatically seen them.
yeah, yeah.
That's a
There's,
quite convincing story. The
yeah,
dream center.
yeah, but it can be the experience of that for something else because that when everything is seen of assume that everything is solid and I'm here, then the experience can be like this. I'm feeling a center.
I've
But it
never
doesn't mean it's like that because it's an experience. It's assuming that there's someone having a center. But when that there's no one, then already then it's only energy. So nothing is real. So it's that can be bodying, but there's nothing inside. It's it's making up. In the story, it seems very normal.
then there's no movement at all.
No,
There's no absolute nothing moving.
no, it's crazy.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, help, help. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because when there's no position and in somewhere, there's nowhere to go. There's everything is more or less the same. When it appear different, okay, but for whom it appears different.
Yeah, but it's there can be handing or
Yeah,
tabling or all that, but not for anyone. We're so
yeah.
used that it's for someone, so you look or something. And when that's it's that can fall away. That there's not someone looking, there's walling. And that's everything. I'm in the wall, like someone said, you should always wall in, but I don't know. It's like that. It's that's everything. That's something else.
Yeah, and the appearance of difference, it's not the same, but it's not different
Yeah, yeah, you
somehow.
could
It's
say
really
that.
strange.
Yeah, you could say that.
It's
Yeah,
not the same, but it's also not different.
yeah.
It's appearance of difference, perhaps, but for whom?
Yeah, but it can be
Yeah,
different. It's different. It's unique. It's stable.
it's
It's everything.
apparent. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an appearance of. It's not saying there's nothing. There's nothing happening, but it's an appearance of all everything,
Mm.
sound and smell. And, yeah, but it's exactly that, and that's exactly that, exactly that.
Yeah.
But we're so used to think in time, like it happens after each other. Ah,
Yeah.
you can't even imagine how that is. Yeah,
So strange, more or less, because you get it from childhood on. Oh, that happened in time, and you
yeah,
wake up in the morning, you go to bed at night, and everything appears in between that. And I move into this timeline of a day and a week and a month and a year.
yeah, yeah,
Nothing moves. There's
yeah,
absolute nothing moving.
yeah. And there's also no life of someone
Yeah.
in that. So that's completely meaningless. All those stories, it's not, they don't exist. Ha! Yeah,
It
that's,
moves.
it's a freedom of what? For no one. Oh. But not even no one is already seems to be something. It's not even that.
Yeah. Because somehow it's scary, just I don't know, or just don't knowing. But when there's center, there's no need for knowing anything.
No.
Who cares?
Who cares? There's no one. It's not happen. Life is not happening to me. I don't have a life that I have to make work or no.
Mm. Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
it's
Yeah.
just the idea of a center, more or less, that I have a life. But when the center collapses, or when there's nothing in here who have a center, who have a life, I mean, it was for me logical. Who
Yeah.
could have a life? I mean, life appears. There's no chooser in life to be alive, to be born, to live a certain way, more or less. Just what's happening.
But
That's
there's nothing born
yeah,
even because that's the story
yeah,
of life. There's something born and it's growing up. No.
yeah. There never come anything in existence. Yeah, yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Roes.
Hi, hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. Yeah.
um, I have a question, I think. Um, somebody says something to me. He wrote that to me. And then I saw, or I realized that I didn't really knew what he meant. I mean, I could have all kind of interpretation.
Mm. Mm.
But at the end, I didn't really know if it was this or that. And I just wonder, like what do I know? I only left with interpretation, it's
Yeah.
and
Does
that's
it?
it. I just
it?
don't that's it.
It
Like
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's
no.
it's it's maybe that interpretation can come into your mind and you assume it's true, and then that goes on. Yeah. There's no one. There's no life of Sophie or Rose or any. Is that what's happening? It's that. It's already something that or that. It doesn't go anywhere. It's what is happening, and that's this, or an interpretation in words and thoughts, and that's what's happening. And then, or not, and then, but so it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't mean anything. Also, this interpretation or that. So what?
Like there is no way to know.
Yeah. There can be not trying to understand. Oh, maybe there's no knowledge in the world, all that. Yeah, then there's an understanding of that. Yeah, so what? Doesn't there's also the cup of tea.
Yeah, 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 true. So that's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Mm.
it's so strange this, like yeah. But even the interpretation, it can be so many things, and still at the end, I don't know. So that was a little bit like
Yeah. You don't know. Yeah, there can be those that understanding maybe. Yeah. Well, in the
uh,
story, everything seems important or interesting, like, oh, maybe it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
that and all that.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
I had really, really interesting interpretation, but at the end, I still didn't know.
Yeah, and then there's the interpretation, or maybe, yes, and that, yeah, and then
Yeah,
there's walking. So, whatever.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't take me anywhere. That's the thing.
No.
It's so strange. Yeah.
No.
And there is no way of seeing the other because there is no other. This is really, I think, the toughest
No,
one.
there's no. There are words. There can be words written on the paper. Yeah.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
or email or yeah. Then that's what is happening. Doesn't have any meaning. And there can be in having thoughts about that. Seems like it's about that, but there's thoughts. Then that's what's going on. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't have any meaning. It's just that. Very literally that. And we are so quick in making really subtle or some bigger things about it. Then there can be being busy with it. It's not wrong. It's nice. Can be nice to finding out and all that and seeing things. And suddenly it's like, oh yeah, it's like that. Can be. Can be nice, but doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. And the other cannot see me because there is no other.
No.
But there is like, I mean, we put so much effort in like being seen and being heard, like, and
Ah.
I mean the whole psychology, the whole
Oh my
psychology.
God. Yeah. You didn't hear what I meant, and I did it say so many times, and oh my God, I know. Oh no. No, there's already no one. So there's also no one there. That's already, and then it's about nothing. If we assume there's so many meaning, and this is what you meant, and then I felt this, and that's because of that. There's so many like relations between
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah, right.
Oh, when there's no one, that all falls away. Where is it about? Whoa, literally that what is happening. Paper, word. Whoa.
Yeah,
Oh, laughing. Yeah. Uh,
yeah, it's so crazy. It is. It is.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Mm.
Something such a shattering, such a it's
Yeah.
because all the effort we put, like in trying to understand the past and the childhood stories, and I did a lot of that, like, and
Yeah.
yeah, and what do I know at the end? I mean, yeah,
Yeah. And that's what maybe that was there. It doesn't matter, but there's nothing has any use because there's no one. So there's also no birth or there's no time even also. So
yeah, yeah.
that all that story is only a dream. Seems
But
very yeah.
still, as long as there is a me, like that story controls, I mean, life in a way, because the me will believe in that, so it will be still like around.
Yeah, when it's believed, it's experience, and those thoughts confirm because and then somebody says something about it, and it's really confirmed, and then it makes it real, and you're busy with it, and then it seems like, oh yeah, now I understand it, and it gives a good feeling, and
Yeah,
it's so confirming. Yeah, because it's threat. This is a threat for that whole
yeah,
dream
yeah,
and
yeah.
idea because there's nothing left. Whoa, that's whoa. Well, that's the freedom. We're looking for the freedom and we want to be in it. No. Mm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy,
Yeah.
but so beautiful. The simplicity of it. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. That's whoa. Yeah. It's
Hard to
really.
imagine. Hard to imagine it can be that simple because you're not really used to it. It has to be
Yeah.
complex.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so the normal way to complicate it and making assumptions. It's just not feels like that. It's just like it's just going and so quick. Yeah. And it's very simple and ordinary. It's sitting or tea or hand, a feeling, a thought.
It's too simple.
Yeah. 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 Mhm.
Anyway, thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Uh, there's somebody saying, it seems like the moment something is this, it's or it already isn't. Oh, it seems like the moment something is this, it already isn't. Kind of like the immediacy doesn't and cannot hold anything. Yeah. One, does that make sense? And two, is that the same as real and unreal in the same time? Sorry, this is a convoluted. Thank you, Rose. Yeah, but it's that's not real and unreal is something else. But that when there's no time, so there's no before and after that, it's this happening and then that and then that and then that. That's what normally we think. It's singular. It's one. You can't imagine it because without time, you can't imagine what it. And suddenly, there's that whole construct. It suddenly can be for a second or timeless moment can be not there, and then suddenly it's like, oh, yeah, it's obvious, but how can you tell? How can you say how that is? You can't even describe it. How you tell? It's no, you can't even say in the same time. That's no. What real and unreal is like it's normally what we say is like everything is real. The table is solid and the body is solid, and when it's an appearance, it's not real. So it's energy. It's not solid. So that's something else. It's about time. And all like there's no time, there's no distance, and nothing is real and nothing is solid. Whoa, and there's no one. My God. Yeah. And at the same time, it's so simple and ordinary because when those words like there's no time and all that, that can be like, oh, I don't understand that. And it's so simple. It's not about understanding at all. That can be an explanation of how that's going. But in the same time, it's hand. And it's an appearance of if you don't understand an appearance of, you can't imagine hand. It's that a feeling. Whoa. It's that already. But you can't do it because when there's someone looking, there's somewhere a distance and then it's something else. It's just singular. So it's not something we're so used that in the normal world of me, in the dream world of me, there's always something to reach, somewhere to go, and trying to make it happen and trying to feel like there's a wall and I'm seeing the wall and how can it be one? What can I do? How can it no that there's no how. It's if there's two. Then that's what's happening. There's nothing wrong with it, but it can be frustrating somewhere. There's a feeling of distance and missing. Yeah. When there's trying to feel the sitting, it's already two. So it's already two. So there's, how can you say it? I can't say it. Mm. And it's not about holding, but that's normally in the story. It's about you cannot hold it because we're trying to understand it or to grasp it, to do something with it. That's what we normally do with when something is going on and you want to know what's going on or you want to have a clue and somebody is saying, yeah, maybe you could do that, and then you have a method and something like that. So that seems like a control about how to make my life work in a certain way. And this is completely another possibility. It's there's not even having a life. That's the freedom. There's no one. It's already that what is happening for no one, not someone that this body and there's no one inside. That can be misunderstood also. No, the body isn't real. There's never was someone ever. It's a construct. It's an illusion of there's a me or someone. There never was. It's wall, feeling, table, sound, words, sitting, sensation. Nothing has any meaning. Wow, that's the freedom. It's what it is.
Rose.
Hmm.
When this, just considering when this idea of a center arises and it's confronted with this message, there is no center or there's no position, there's no one there. It looks out for something else like this. It comes from a seeming position more or less and looking for something else
Yeah.
and never could be seen that.
No, because it's that center is, you could say it's the problem. No, it's
Yeah.
not really the problem.
No, no,
But
no,
when
no.
that center is, when that's not there, it's just, oh, that's it. But when there's the center of someone is looking for it, yeah, then there's always a feeling of distance and not real, because
Yeah.
there's also it's not, it feels like, oh, there's something not right, or it should be, maybe it's that, or it's something else. It's always something else. You can't. And then suddenly that there's no scent, and it's like, oh, oh, and then you don't even know how to say that. You can't say, oh, without the center. So trying to get that center away. No, it's impossible.
It's the illusion of a center tried to evaporate the illusion of a center.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
not
yeah, yeah. It's
impossible.
yeah, and it's already an illusion. So how can get rid of an illusion? It's just not even there. So it's complete illusory and meaningless. But because everything seems so real, then the whole thing can be being busy with that, of course.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
seeming center is empty. It's not there. It's
yeah. It's, that's awful that you feel like so real and I'm here and all that is going on, and then somebody, you're not here, and then you think like, oh, I have to do something about that, and ah, yeah,
because I hear also last week or so, or this week, this
yeah.
word freedom. I thought, yeah, but freedom is for no one. But when there's no one, is absolute freedom. But or when this kind of sense of center collapse, and there's absolute freedom. But for no one, freedom could not be owned by anyone.
Yeah, but it can be a sensation of I don't know if freedom is a no, it's not really a fear.
Yeah,
There's, it's not even a feeling, but that freedom, you
there's
can
just
call it
freedom.
freedom. It's, you can call it freedom, but not in the feeling of freedom. That's something else. But it doesn't mean like there can that story about, oh, well, there's a need to that center that goes away, or all that. No, because
Huh.
it's an illusion. Then something, then it's not there. It's a lot of times of the day. It's of course it's already not not obvious, because there's nothing busy with it. So there's no center. So there's no need to let it go, to lose it, or
Yeah,
no, it's already.
that's
But
all right.
that construct is making up like, oh, but there's still that center going on, and maybe I don't. Ah, that's me. That's, you could say, that construct trying to survive, making a new
Yeah,
construct about what's going on.
and also the ideas of relaxing or yeah, you let it go or something. It's also for just for the center,
Yeah, of course.
for the illusion,
Yeah,
for something that's not there.
yeah. That has no meaning. It's confirming that there's someone. There has to be done, that there's a need to do something, or there's some, this is not complete. So there can be a relaxation. Oh, but there's still that me, because there's this tension. No, there's only tension. There's not still a me or still a center. No, but that when that thought comes in, or that, it's so convincing. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, but it happens as it happens. So there's no
Yeah, it's so convincing, and it's
this.
grasping, and
Yeah,
it's just, yeah, is that how it's going?
I just the whole time I'm considering how it could be so real, more or less, when that's just an appearance.
Yeah,
That's because there's absolute no solidity in it. There's nothing in there. You could create something or form something really solid, or it's empty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it can be very obvious, but in the same time, there's when me is still around, there's a subtle seriousness or something in it.
That's a kind of ghost part.
Yeah, yeah,
Seems
yeah,
to
yeah,
be
yeah.
and scare
Yeah, but
everyone.
it's not ghost, but it's because when there's
Yeah.
feeling, it's full on pain. Walk, it's full on, so it's not ghost. It's like that, or I don't, and pain, or so in a way, in that way, it's like it's there. It's an appearance, but it's broken. Yeah, it's broken. In that way, you could say. And it's an appearance, because otherwise you can also come into a thing like, oh, it's broken, it doesn't matter, it's an appearance. No, that's a construct also when it's broken. And sometimes it's like, oh, that was I really love that, and now it's broken, can be like that, and then it's something else. But yeah, it's in that way, it's full on.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's also not a observation of a story, because there's
No.
no one to observe
Yeah, sure,
it.
sure.
There's just full on pain or whatever, and you
Yeah,
step your
yeah.
toe or something, it's full on pain, but yeah, body
It's
feels pain. That's
yeah,
it.
it's pain, and it's not there, and it's there, but it's full
Mm.
on. Yeah, 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 of course.
Okay, thank you, Roes.
Yeah, thanks.
Hi, Rose. This is
Hi,
Casey.
hi, hello.
Hi. Hey, Rose. I just started watching your videos recently, so I apologize if I am asking some basic questions.
Yeah,
But this is a very
it's
this topic.
okay.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
topic is very dear to me, and I
Mm.
guess I'm a seeker, and that's the problem.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, so for me, it always comes down to Rose. This is in this apparent story of Casey, right? I see that in this story there is the seeking, there is longing, and when I see someone like Rose, there is a story. So Casey, I have an understanding the concept that this is happening, it's not happening to anyone and all of that. But when I see someone like Rose, there is another level of understanding that Rose not only has an understanding, but she also has a realization of this understanding. And then maybe there is Casey can do something to get to that extra level of understanding or realization, right? That's the whole problem of this being, right? That it's trying to solve something which shouldn't be solved.
Yeah. No, it can't be solved. It shouldn't. It can't be solved because when there's me, that's that feeling of there's distance and everything is real and solid. Then there seems to be something gone wrong or have to make it right, and and everything is real. So there's that idea that I can do something about it and all that. That's the illusion, the misunderstanding. And there's also no understanding here. This is not about understanding. There's no need for anything. So everything is lost. There's no understanding. It's not there. There's no one. So it's not even there's Rose. We assume that when we see a face of that's an individual, she has a life and there's something going on and we have ideas about that. That that's all lost. There's that face and that's even empty and that's everything. There's no life of Rose. That's lost. So there's nothing to find. It doesn't go anywhere. It's already is. It's exactly that what is happening. Sitting. A face.
Yeah. Thanks, Rose.
Thank you. Mhm. And John, there are new people in the waiting room. John, er is nog iemand in de wachtruimte.
Ik moet zelf actie ondernemen. Ik heb hem toegelaten, maar hij gaat er dan niet verder in.
Oh, oké.
Ja.
Oké.
Dat gebeurt wel vaker. Dan zie jij hem als nog niet aangemeld.
Oh, oké. Ja.
Hi, Rose.
Hello.
Hi. So there is no individual life.
No.
But would you say that there's one, or like
There's
one?
one. Yeah,
one
there's
life?
one. There's life.
Or would you rather
life
say
is everything. It's
life?
yeah.
But it's not necessarily one, or
There's only one.
there's only one.
Well, life is walling. That's everything, and it's different. So a wall, it's not. You cannot say like then the wall and after that, because that's what we normally think. It's everything happens after something else, and you can focus on that or all that being in the moment and all that. Well, it's singular. It's the only thing there is. It's maybe walling or tea or a feeling. It's that, but not for anyone, because that's the illusion that there's someone and experiencing that or seeing that, and that's making it into something, and then the whole thing starts about searching and all that. There's no one inside. It's nothing. So, and everything is also an appearance. So that body, for me, it was always very real, and then suddenly the body wasn't there. It's just, it's an appearance, and then it's not always there. It's solid and it moves and all that. No, the brain fill in the gaps, and it seems like everything is happening in my life and I'm going towards that. That's the story. It's very convincing, and living in time and space with distance, going somewhere. There's not going anywhere. It is, but it's very literally that what is happening, not for anyone, not to anyone. It's sitting, a hand, tea, no time.
So you said the walling is everything, or the wall is everything.
Yeah, yeah.
But it doesn't mean that. Does it mean that it's everything ever existed, or is it just?
No, it's not existing. It's an appearance. It's energy, and it's not really or existing.
But you mean it's just, it's only this. It's only.
Yeah, yeah. And that this is different, you could say, in that way, like wall or sensation or something else. So it doesn't have any meaning, just is. It's exactly how it is. That's the completeness, how it is, like a toe or tea or a sensation. But what we normally do when there's this is started, it's then we try to find it, trying to look at it or trying to do it or all that. And suddenly that's lost. It's just not going on. And suddenly like, oh, it's not about me. It's not that, it's suddenly, it's only, oh, like that. Or oh, no, it's not all there. It's oh.
What about all the memories?
It can be memory. It's just that memory is it. Doesn't have any meaning. It seems to confirm that there's a past, but it's only memory or thoughts. Nothing
But
has meaning. Nothing has meaning.
Mm.
Whoa, that's crazy. Yeah. It's exactly what it is. That's the simplicity. Memory. Not for anyone, just that.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
It's like the me think that he is the center of everything, and like when the center falls away, there is just everything.
Yeah.
That's the terrifying thing, but it's the free. That's what is become free in a way. But it's such a paradox, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's looking for something and it's everything.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and then it's really everything. So it's like
Not even you. So you don't find it. That's so crazy because we are so into finding and all that.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
there is sometimes, just sometimes, a little bit of fear of that it's really
Yeah.
everything. Like, wow, it's really everything.
Yeah.
It's really
Yeah. Of
everything. Yeah.
course. Yeah. Of
It's not
course.
only this or that. It's really like
So there
everything.
can be an understanding and think like, yeah, I want that. That seems so, oh, wow. And then suddenly it's like, oh, ah, wow. Oh, God. Is that what you mean with everything? Oh, God. Yeah, that's something else. Yeah, I know that.
Including this and that. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like there's so much, then that's why the understanding and the clarity is so nice because then it's just a clarity. Well, then suddenly your wife or your husband says, "No, I don't love you anymore."
Yeah, exactly.
That's not the everything I want.
and and
Something like that.
I and I had that story, so I had to go through
Uh,
that. Like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
okay, this is
yeah. And then
everything.
suddenly it's like boom. Oh yeah, and it can be all kind of feelings and
Yeah,
salting, and already you know there's no free will, and then there's salt. Yeah, he should like do that. Oh
yeah,
my
yeah,
God,
yeah.
yeah, it can be so strong.
It's
Yeah,
like still
it's so.
fighting with it. Like I thought it was gonna be this and that, but not this and that. You know, I thought it was
Yeah, of course, and that's already gone, and then suddenly woof.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's so energetic, and
Uh,
yeah.
it can be also an incredible crisis going on or whatever. But
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
really, you know,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't sign up for this.
No, I don't want it anymore.
Oh, yes, I'm checking it
Go
out.
away.
It's too late, too late.
Yeah. Mm.
So Rose, is there any value in knowing this message? Because knowing this or not knowing this is just happening, right?
Yeah, but it's
It's just
meaningless. It's meaningless because there's someone knowing, and then that whole clarity can be there, but that's only a clarity, and that's yeah, that it can be nice, all that. But life is everything, so there's suddenly raw of an accident and breaking a leg or more or anything. I don't know anything, and it's everything. So and it's not happening for someone. So understanding is just yeah can be nice, but it has nothing to do with this in a way. It's what it is, and that can be full on, and it's understanding can be also nice because that's a bit like now without emotion or feeling or pain or all that, and a sound or yeah it's full on, so it can be really sound or anything. It's full on. It's pain full on in that it's empty, but it's whoa, it's felt. It's full on, or and something else, sadness, or and it's not about the feelings only, but suddenly there's that house, and suddenly there's a fire. Woof, no house, something like that, and there's walking. You don't say, "Oh, your house broke down." Oh, there's walking. No, it's not like that. So that can be an understanding, but it's life. It's life full on.
yeah.
There's no escape because that me, that construct tries to feel good, and it can be into knowing or in all kinds of methods trying to control. This is about no escape. It's walking naked in that way. There's nothing coming to change. There's nothing arising to change anything. So it's full on. what's going on, what's happening.
Yeah. And this view, but the other way of the other perspective, the someone who has not walked on this, they will have a view that there is true separation, there are true multiple mind and bodies and material and all of that. And so for me, the question would be, why should this story believe in one claim versus the other? Why, like, is there any value in believing dualism versus non-dualism?
No, there's no meaning in anything. So there can be a believing in non-duality or in duality, yeah. Well, it's a belief, yeah, for someone. And when there's someone, there's always somewhere, there's something missing. It's due. It's like there's something not right, or I want to feel good, and this is awful. And how can I make it right? Because we believe then in free will, in choice, and it can be. There's nothing wrong with that, but most people, there's something like going on, like it's not satisfying or something like that.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, the journey starts from there. That something is missing, and then there is a longing, and then you
Yeah,
try to find an answer, and
yeah,
that's
of
what
course.
brings us in these
Yeah,
meetings and messages.
yeah, yeah. And then hearing there's no one. Well, I am here. No, that's an assumption and an illusion, and that's very convincing. But hearing this is another possibility. But there's no me. There's no story. It's an illusion. It's a dream made up of all ideas about what is happening. It's so simple. That's can be the annoying also. Like it's so simple. It's that normal, ordinary hand. Is it a cup of tea? There's nothing special or important. It's what it is.
And that falling of center, is that also a happening, or
The what of center?
the falling of center, which we kind of perceive ourselves as, and there is no, the illusion is that there is an I, but there is no I.
Mm-hmm.
Is that an event? Is that an happening that
No,
actually?
no, no. Because then it's real. It's that it's already, but there can be that belief that I'm here. And when that isn't arising, then suddenly it's like, oh, there was already. Oh, how could I believe that? It's oh, how obvious. It's just, but it's not an understanding. It's it doesn't even need to be very how do you say, seen or at that moment. That cannot arise, and it's not even noticed. And that me isn't there. All that idea of me or that illusion isn't there, and it's not even noticed because it's so normal and so not special or anything. There's nothing going on about noticing everything what's happening in my life or all that. That's lost. And it's also what also lost is trying, when there's something happening, there's trying to change something. When there's maybe there's pain, something, or sadness, and then that sadness that it's not arising. What is it? Or what can I do? Or how can that's not coming. So in that way, you could say there's no escape. It's just full on. But it's not awful. It's what it is. So that's completely different. What we normally do is that when there's a feeling like pain or sadness or all that, then there's always, I don't want this. What is this? And oh, how can I be more relaxed or all that? That makes it into real and something that's not right and all that. So that's really, it's kind of suffering. When it's full on and there's nothing going on about it, it's that feeling, and it's can be strong and painful. Well, it's You could say even it's unconditional love, pain. Well, it's not nice, it's not awful, it's what it is.
Accepting what is the hardest thing, I guess. It'll be much easier if you will just give me a meditation technique or mantra.
Yeah. But it can be taking meditation. It's not like, oh, I feel it and it's full on. It's I feel it every. No, because that's a new way of trying to deal with pain. There can be a huge pain, and then there can be walking and then going to the doctor and medication. But that is what's happened. It's not like, oh, I don't want this and what should I do and all that whole construct about looking at it and being busy with it. That's not happening. And what we normally think is that that being busy with it makes that we go to the doctor or do something with it. But already going to the doctor can happen without all that. And it's all that construct, like being busy with it and thinking, what can I do? That's completely useless. But that's that's what we think it's the most important to, because we think we have to deal with life.
Yeah.
There's no one. So there's no dealing with life, because that's the dream, that whole construct, dealing with everything. But it's also a feeling of giving a feeling of control. There's no control already.
Thanks, Rose.
Yeah, thanks.
Sometimes, sometimes when I look in the mirror, I'm not always recognizing what it is, but it's not disturbing.
Sorry, not again. Say it
Like
again.
sometimes I'm looking in the mirror at my face, and sometimes I don't recognize what it is. But it's not disturbing. It's just like
a face.
It's just a mystery. Yeah, very simple.
Yeah. It's like that. And what we used to is look at it and think like, oh, what do I have here?
Yeah.
Oh my God, if I could look like this. And
Yeah, I can stretch and
yeah.
well, that can happen too, but not recognizing it's
Yeah,
funny,
it's
you know.
just seeing. It's a face, and for the rest, nothing is
Yeah.
going on. Yeah.
It's just a funny thing. Yeah. It's not important. It's just funny.
No, just like that. What it is. Yeah. hmm It's what it is. It's very simple and very normal. What is already happening, of course. And then on top of that, that seemed there's someone noticing and being busy with it and trying to deal with what's going on. things like this is nice and this is awful, this is, should be better, and all that. Yeah, that looking at it, it's like you could say it's dividing it into this is nice and this is awful and right or wrong. There's nothing right or wrong. There's what is happening. It's that it doesn't even go anywhere. There's no one. There's no one looking. There's no. It's not even looking. There's that face. It's that, and that's everything. It's already everything, and it doesn't matter what it is. There can be thoughts, thinking, "Oh, but I don't get this. I feel still that." Those thoughts can happen, and that's what's happening. There's no meaning in any thought. There's no meaning in anything. It's already exactly everything how it is. That is the unconditional love. That's the only thing there is. It's not about love, the personal love. It's not a feeling. Unconditional love is everything like that. And it's different. It's energy and in all kind of different ways and sensations and sounds and feelings and walls. And it's that. It's already that what is happening. And there can be an idea of someone, but then that idea of that belief is what is happening. So it's already complete. There's nowhere to go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Kim.